Okay. So can you please tell me, are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Hmm? Just reply me small c. All okay? Hmm? Are the voice and screen clear? Hmm? Is that hmm? All okay? All okay now? Okay, good. So a very good morning to all of you. Good morning, everyone. Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, good morning, everyone. Fine. All right. So today we are going to start the next chapter. Okay. The next chapter actually is a continuation of the previous chapter. Okay. Electrostatics is a collection of two chapters. Okay. So they have divided it into two parts, two small parts, so that we can deal with the stationary charges and the electric field in the first chapter, and electrostatic potential energy and the capacitor concept in the next chapter. Okay, this is what they have done. There is only one example in the previous chapter, which is the last example, which is yet to be solved. Okay, conservative forces, last example you have to solve. conservative force हा पॉइंट बाळ क्लिअर झालेला, काल कव्हर झालेला आहे. कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कर्ल इथं नाही आहे. ओके, ती एक सेपरेट कॉन्सेप्ट असेल. ओके, जे एज सच इथं कुठेही इन्व्हॉल्व नाही आहे. कर्ल किंवा डायव्हर्जन्स, तू जे काय म्हणतोयस, डायव्हर्जन्स नावाची पण एक कॉन्सेप्ट असते, कर्ल नावाची पण एक कॉन्सेप्ट असते. ते ऑपरेटर्स काय आहेत ते आता या पॉइंट मध्ये नाही आहे बाळा थर्व. पहिल्यांदा जे पॉइंट्स आपल्या समोर आहेत तेवढे पॉइंट्स पहिल्यांदा कव्हर करूयात. ओके, अँड इन द रिमेनिंग टाइम we can go for the extra concepts. Fine. So today we are going to start with the new chapter, and its PDF will be given to you. Just don't worry about it. If you have not taken the, or if you have not collected the module number 3 yet, the PDF will be given to you. Okay, so it's the chapter number 2 in the module number 3. Chapter number 2 in the module number 3. Its name is electrostatic potential and capacitance. Name is electrostatic potential and capacitance. So guys, write down the heading along with me, but before that just give me 1 second. All right, so write down the heading: electrostatic potential and capacitance. Electrostatic potential and the capacitance. Okay, fine. Write down. This is also a simple chapter. Electrostatics is entirely a simple chapter based on the simple concepts. Try to understand the fundamental logics. Any combination of fundamental logic will create a complex question, but if the fundamentals are clear, then let them create any complex question, it will be definitely solved. Fine. And one more thing that we have to start is, you have to post the doubts in the homework on the group. Okay, so that other students will try to solve that doubt, because right now we are not in the classroom, so those classroom discussions are all, I think, entirely stopped now. We have to start those discussions with the help of the group. Okay, because those discussions are necessary. You have to think upon others problem, and when you think on the others problem, others question, you develop your mind in such a way that any other question, when you feel that this is someone else's question, and if you solve it, it gives you a confidence that even if the question is from the exam, you can treat it as someone else's question and you can solve it. दुसऱ्यांचा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह करायला शिका. ओके, हे जे तुम्ही क्लासरूम मध्ये करत असता, क्लासरूम मध्ये हे जे काही तुमचे डिस्कशन चालू असतात ते जनरली आता ऑनलाईन मुळे बाळांनो थोडेसे कमी झालेत, ते आता आपल्याला चालू करायचे आहेत आणि त्या डिस्कशन मध्ये मीही इन्व्हॉल्ड असेल. ओके, इज दॅट क्लिअर? इज दिस पॉइंट क्लिअर? जस्ट रिप्लाय मी स्मॉल सी. Those questions which you feel as a doubt in the homework, you see the solution, you search the online, but still you do not get the proper understanding, you just post it in the group so that everyone can discuss on that. And that discussions which initially you were doing in the classroom, we were observing those things, that you were discussing those things, that was very good thing, so we didn't stop you. But right now those discussions, we think that those have been stopped, and I think it should be like that only. थांबलेलेच आहेत ना, का करताय रोज एकमेकांना फोन करून काही सगळे डिस्कशन करताय का? जनरली ते पॉसिबल होत नाही ऑनलाईन मध्ये, असं मला जरा वाटतंय. सो इट्स बेटर दॅट वी हॅव अ प्लॅटफॉर्म, अवर ग्रुप. On that platform we will be discussing these things along with the homework submission. Okay, fine sir. Next. So write down electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential. Okay sir. Electrostatic potential and capacitance. And capacitance. Okay, what is capacitance? We don't know, let it be. What is electrostatic potential? Right now we don't know, let it be. Fine. The first concept that we are going to learn, okay, here they have revised the electrostatics back again. The first point is what is charge, what are the properties of charges, that the charge is quantized, the smallest value of charge is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Okay, law of conservation of charge, all those things they have written. Unit of the charge, it is 1 coulomb, or 1 coulomb is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 9 electrostatic unit, or the stat coulomb. All these things they have written. This was the same page as that of the electrostatics page, first page. How to charge the body. There are different methods of charging the body. Charging by conduction, charging by induction. Okay, then there are other effects, for example photoelectric effect. Then there is one more example like field emission. These are the ways by which you can charge the body. All those ways have been written once again here. Okay, so exactly same point has been repeated, okay, from the electrostatics. So that we have just done, so we can move on to the next point, okay, in this chapter, that is electrostatic potential energy. So write down everyone along with me. The first point is electrostatic, let us write it completely. Electrostatic potential. Now let me use the short form, potential, POT. Energy, you know, short form is ENR. Electrostatic potential energy. Fine sir. Now what is this electrostatic potential energy? Fine. Now let us write down some extra points. Write down. First of all, energy. Energy is of two types. It is generally because of the configuration. Configuration means what? Relative positions of the particles in the system. So particle means particle having mass. Now instead of mass, here we will be having charges. Here we will be having charges. Okay sir. So relative positions of charges. Because of the relative positions of the charges, you will have potential energy. And because of the motion of the mass, now I am saying mass, because of the motion of the mass, that particle having mass will have kinetic energy. Here gravitational interactions will be ignored, and electrostatic interactions, Coulomb force. Interaction means force, right? two masses can interact with each other with the help of the interaction called as gravitational force. Masses can interact with each other with the help of an interaction called as gravitational force. Just like that, two charges can interact with each other with an interaction called as Coulomb force or electrostatic interaction. Okay, sir. So energy is fundamentally of two types: potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay. This kinetic energy will be possessed by a mass. Okay. 1/2 mv square, that is there. That kinetic energy will be because of the motion of the particle having some mass. Okay. And this potential energy is not a gravitational potential energy. Potential energy has so many types. Let's write some of those. First is that spring Wally potential energy, that is called as elastic potential energy. Fine, sir. Next, potential energy because of the mass, that will be gravitational potential energy. Okay, sir. One more. Can you tell me any other potential energy? Electrostatic potential energy. Electrostatic, ELS. Electrostatic, ELS. Electrostatic potential energy. Any other? Any other potential energy that you know? Try to recall. Try to give one more example of potential energy, type of potential energy. Think over it. This is the beginning lecture. This is going to be a discussion session. Okay. If possible, we'll solve some examples as well. But this is more like discussion session. Okay. Bola bada. Elastic potential energy, that we know. Spring Wally. Gravitational potential energy, that you know because of the mass. Electrostatic potential energies because of the relative positions of the charges. Now Prithviraj is saying mechanical potential energy. No, it's something like that. Mechanical energy is of two types: potential and kinetic. Any other type? Magnetic potential energy. Very good. We have not learned this, but we will learn this. We will find out potential energy of a magnet in the magnetic field, just like potential energy of the charge in the electric field, just like potential energy of the mass in the gravitational field. We find out the potential energy of the mass, small m, in the gravitational field of the earth, capital M, mgh. So potential energy of mass in the gravitational field, potential energy of the charge in the electric field, potential energy of the magnet in the magnetic field. Okay, so write down magnetic potential energy. All right, these are various types of the potential energies. Okay, fine. Kinetic energy, it is because of motion of particle having some mass, 1/2 mv square. That's it. This we have learned. Now this is to be learned. Fine. This is to be learned. Will be taught. Just don't worry. All right, sir. So electrostatic potential energy we are going to learn. Potential energy is because of configuration. Configuration means how relative to each other particles in the system, charges in the system, magnet or magnetic poles in the system are arranged relative to each other. So basically it is energy because of configuration. So write down electrostatic, ELS short form, electrostatic potential energy is because of relative positions of charges in the system. Okay, sir. Relative positions of charges in the system. That is I dot E dot means that is that is configuration of the system. Okay, if you change the relative positions, configuration will change, potential energy will change. Okay, that is configuration of the system. That is configuration of the system. Okay, now write one note as well. Potential energy can be defined only can be defined only if the interactions involved, interaction means forces, right? Only if the interactions involved, only if the interactions involved, interactions means what? Forces involved, interactions involved means forces involved, interactions involved means forces involved are conservative, are conservative, or you could have simply said or P can be defined only if, or you can write P can be defined only if the field is given field, maybe the gravitational field, maybe the electric field, maybe the magnetic field. If the field is, if the field, electric field, magnetic field, gravitational field is conservative, you can call it the field conservative as, or the force conservative. Okay, if the field is conservative, force because of that field is also conservative. If the field is conservative, just make a note. These are initial lectures, so let us get familiar with the terms. Okay, so write down. After writing this down, let me know in the chat box clear and written. Initially we have to write down some things, okay, so that we can get familiar with the terms. पहिल्यांदा बाळांनो लिहून घ्या. P can be defined only if concept of potential energy, configuration ची concept ही फक्त conservative field मध्ये असते. The concept of configuration and the potential energy is only if there is a conservative field. Now what is the meaning of conservative field or the conservative force? Meaning is very simple. If the work done by the force depends only on the initial and final, path data not required. If the path data is not required, it means it is conservative. It depends only on initial and final states, initial and final position. When the work done depends on initial and the final position, it means the field is conservative or the force is conservative. Just like gravitational potential energy, initially the mass is here, finally it will be here. Doesn't matter you are going vertically up or like this or like this, doesn't matter. Initial potential energy mgh1, final energy mgh2, change in energy mgh2 minus mgh1. So that will not ask you data of path, that will not ask you data of path. Okay, so such kind of field and the forces are called as conservative forces or the conservative field. Okay, you must have written that chart, okay, that I have provided on the group yesterday. There you will find one note that in the conservative field total energy will not be lost. Kinetic will get converted into potential, potential will get converted into kinetic. Those changes, transformations will happen, but that will not, that energy will not be, total energy will not be lost. But in case of non-conservative field, in case of non-conservative field, in the round trip, if you do a round trip, we'll move up and we'll move again down. If we move up and down against the frictional force, even if you bring the same configuration, means initially the particle was here, it went up, it came down, so again the configuration became same, but now the energy will be lost. So concept of potential energy is applicable only if the field is conservative. Okay, Now let me read one doubt. What is the doubt? For non-conservative, just let me read the doubt. For non-conservative configuration, for non-conservative configuration won't make sense because same position can have different energies. Exactly. See what he has said. In the first configuration, let's say you have energy equal to 10 joule. Okay. Now you make one round trip. Now the configuration is same, but in the round trip, in the non-conservative field, you lose some energy because it is dissipative in nature. Those fields are dissipative in nature. Frictional force, viscous force, velocity dependent forces, viscous forces, right? So such forces, or the air drag. Okay, when you are traveling in the air is opposing your motion. Okay, because ultimately air is fluid, there will be viscosity. Fine. So such forces, even if you bring the same configuration back again, even if you arrange all the particles as they are initially, you will be ultimately have lost some energy. So for the given configuration, initially energy was 10 joule, and after some time, if you change the configuration, again bring back the original configuration, now the energy will be somewhat less than the 10 joule, let's say 8 joule. So 2 joule energy is lost. So configuration or the concept of potential energy will not carry a sense. Exact interpretation. Correct. Is this discussion clear to all of you? बाळांनो हे डिस्कशन क्लिअर झालं का? Why PE concept is not applicable to non-conservative? एका कॉन्फिगरेशनला एकच PE पाहिजे. लॉस झाली असेल तर परत एकच PE कशी येईल? इनिशियली 10, फायनली 8. बघा बाळांनो समजलं का? Try to understand it. Okay. Fine, sir. All right. Now let us write some important points. Okay. They have made some notes. Let us write down those notes. When you do work on the system, you supply some energy to the system. So write down. Next point. Useful points. They have written useful points. Let us write it as it is. Useful points. Useful points for understanding. Useful points for understanding potential energy in electric field. Okay. Now we are talking about particular field, electric field. Now you know what is electric field and all that. Electric field is produced because of charge systems. Charge systems can be a point charge, can be a collection of point charges, or maybe a charged object. Okay, sir. Different charge objects we have seen: sphere, conducting sphere, non-conducting sphere, charge sheet, charge disk, charge ring, semicircular ring, infinite straight line, finite charge straight line. All these configurations, all these charge systems we have already seen. Okay. So useful points for understanding potential energy in electric field. The first point that they made, let us see. They are saying work done implies providing or supplying energy to the system. Work done or doing work. They have written like this: doing work on system. Write down. Doing work on system means providing. Doing work means providing. Okay, providing energy to the system. Doing work means providing energy to the system. Yes, when you do work on the system, that energy goes into the system. So some external energy, external work, whatever has been done, that will be given, that will be converted into the energy of the system. Now how that energy will be used by the system? That energy will be used by the system in two ways. First way is to increase its kinetic energy. So it will increase the motion of its particle, number one way. And number two way is it will modify the configuration of the system, means relative positions of particles of the system or the charges in the system, so that the provided work will get converted into the potential energy. Is this point clear to all of you? Reply me in the chat box. Basics आहेत, भरपूर इंटरॅक्शन करावी लागेल बाळांनो आज. Let me repeat the point, till then you can keep on replying. The energy supplied to the system will be utilized by the system in two ways. First, to increase its kinetic energy by increasing the motion. The motion means ultimately velocity. By increasing the motion of its particle, number one way. And number two way, if that is not possible, number two way is what? It will modify the configuration of the system, means relative positions of particles in the system or the charges in the system, so that the provided energy will get converted into the potential energy of the system. Okay, or will be stored in the form of potential energy of the system. All right, sir. Fine. And sometimes both ways will be utilized. Some part of the provided work or work done on the system, that energy will be partly utilized for kinetic energy increase and partly utilized for potential energy increase. Therefore, the work energy theorem simply says that work done by the external force on the system is equal to change in kinetic energy of the system plus change in potential energy of the system. Work done by the external force on the system is equal to change in kinetic energy of the system plus change in potential energy of the system. Okay, this is how we have already learned work energy theorem. Okay, sir. Fine. Next. Energy can neither be transferred nor be transformed into any other form without doing work. आपोआप energy conversion होत नाही. They are saying there must be some work involved, only then energy can be converted. Okay, fine. So what does that mean? Let us take one example, because we are familiar with the gravitational field. This is the surface of the earth. This object is here. It has kinetic energy K, potential energy U, kinetic energy 0, potential energy let's say mgh, or let's say this height is h1, potential energy mgh1. Now gravitational force will do the work and will bring the particle, let's say here, and because of this work some